chili heads. This is Mike from Wicked Cactus Sauce, doing another video for you guys with our buddy Jim Duffy of Refining Fire Chilies. This time Jim has sent us the Pimiento de Padron. And this pepper, it's a thin-walled pepper, but it has a similar heat and taste to a jalapeno. It's got a nice delayed heat though, so you don't really get it right up front. We're going to utilize these in a chimichurri sauce. Chimichurri with parsley and cilantro, a little bit of onion and garlic. And we're going to use that on our beef short ribs. We're doing beef short ribs that have been seasoned up and grilled over charcoal. And let's get started, and hopefully the weather will hold out for us. I'm going to start with the chimichurri sauce, because I can mix this up now and let those flavors marinate while I get the short ribs cooking. So to get started, I have here one bunch of cilantro that I've already washed. I'm just going to chop the stems and give that a rough chop. I'll throw that in to my blender. I have one bunch of flat leaf parsley. Again, I'm going to cut the stems off. Just give that a nice little rough chop. Throw that in as well. I have 1/3 cup of water that I'm adding. I'm also adding about 1/3 of a cup of vinegar. Get that in there. I'm going to pulse this a couple of times to get those stems broken up. And then we'll start adding in our peppers, our garlic, and our onion. So as we can see here, the cilantro and parsley has been liquefied. I'm going to add about 1/4 of a small white onion. Just going to give that a rough chop. I'm also adding 6 garlic cloves. And I'm probably going to do about 4 or 5 of these Pimiento de Padron. Again, the heat in them is similar to a jalapeno, so it's not going to really overpower this, but it is going to add a nice bit of spice to it. A rough chop on those. We'll do 4 of them for right now and see where we are after we blend them up. I'm going to add just a pinch of salt and black pepper. And I'm also going to add just a tiny pinch of the seasoning that we're going to be putting on the short ribs. Pulse this up. I also measured out 1 cup of olive oil. I'm going to start adding that in nice and slow with this on liquefied. Our chimichurri is done. And good. The chimichurri sauce is made. The longer this rests, the better those flavors are going to develop. So if this sits in the fridge overnight, all the better. For our short ribs, I'm going to start here by seasoning them a little bit with some olive oil. Now these are cross-cut beef short ribs, and I have here about 5.5 pounds worth of short ribs. So I'm going to season these on both sides with that olive oil. And I have a spice mixture here. Pretty simple. It's about 2 teaspoons of oregano, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic. And that's going to go really well with these beef short ribs and with our chimichurri. So I'm just going to do a liberal sprinkling. I have 1 full chimney worth of coals going, and when those ash over, we'll get them in the grill, and hopefully we'll get out of here before it starts raining on us. I have my short ribs all seasoned up. I'm going to pack in some of this stuff for the kitchen since we don't need it out here anymore. Go wash up my hands. I'll be right back to get the grill started. Well, we just had a little rain squall come through courtesy of Hurricane Isaac, but the coals are still going and I'm still filming, so let's finish this up. What I have here are a couple chunks of white oak. I'm going to add just a little bit of smokiness to the short ribs. Not a whole lot. We're not going for a whole lot of smoke flavor on this anyway. Just going to lay those flat. And then again, I have a whole charcoal, or a whole chimney full of charcoal that's already ashed over, so it's ready to go. Spreading out my coals to one nice even layer, and we're going to grill these over direct heat, as opposed to pork ribs where you might slow roast them or slow smoke them over a couple of hours. These aren't going to take that long. They're going to cook pretty quickly, and we're going to cook them directly over the heat. So get these laid out to one nice even level, about 2 or 3 inches right below the grates, so we get nice direct cooking on these. I have my grill grates replaced. I'm going to close the lid, let those heat up. In the next few moments we'll be throwing these short ribs on, ready to cook. Those grill grates have had a few moments to heat up, and our white oak is starting to smoke a little bit. It's time to start adding our short ribs. I'm going to close the lid and let these go for about 5-6 minutes. Give me enough time to go wash my pan and get right back out here to flip them. So you've had about 5 minutes on the grill here. And you can see that smoke rolling off of there. Add some good flavor. I'm going to flip these over. So there we have it, our grilled beef short rib with our Pimiento de Padron chimichurri sauce. From Wicked Cactus Sauce and from refiningfiredchilies.com, thanks for watching.